have a look at the screen just to make sure that we are live.
I see the live button. We're live.
I see it too. We are apparently live. Oh, we are. I can't see you on there though, Star.
No. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to like split the screen. I thought it would come up, but it hasn't. It's basically saying who to present. I think you'd be up there now.
So it's not working?
It is working. We've got you up there at the moment. I'm just trying to figure out how I can split the screen.
Oh, okay. So it's either you or I are up there?
It looks like it. Just bear with me for 1 second. I'm just trying to...
Are there any viewers on there?
Yeah, we've got a few people. Hey, you guys, I know you can hear. Well, can you just let me know? Oh, it's a double. Yeah, it's a double.
Are we? I don't see that. Oh, wait a second. There's a lag here.
Yeah, there is a bit of a... Excuse me, you guys. I'm literally just trying to figure out how I can split the screen because it's not coming up as split screen. Right.
Nope.
Okay. I know I'm on at the moment. It's all right. I can't bloody get it on a split screen. Let me look.
Are there questions?
Sorry, you lot. This is bloody ridiculous. I'm having to like flip between me and Star, you lot, which is really like annoying. Oh dear. So Star, we're gonna have to do this where I flip between me and you. I've got you up at the moment, so just bear with me for 1 second.
Hi everyone. Let's see on the...
Oh, I think Tabby Wabby. I don't know if that's Tabby or something.
No, that's Tabby Wabby is her sub. I used to think it was my Tabby, but it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we can do this split screen kind of thing. So we'll just take it in turns throughout, if that's okay.
All right.
Apologies about that. I really, really don't understand.
I don't know. I have no
idea. No, it's ridiculous.
Do any of the viewers out there know how to do this?
Maybe. Hey, viewers! Do any of you know how to split screen with Google Hangouts? Anyone?
Anyone, please.
Also, we're just going to keep flitting back and forwards here.
Are we getting any questions up there, okay?
Hey?
Oh. Any questions? No.
So, I think we're to get into this now. So, right, okay. Sorry about that, you lot. Right then.
Okay.
Happy Monday fun day to you all.
Happy Monday fun day.
Listen, I've got right here Lordess Tarot. Deb from Lordess Tarot.
Hi guys.
She's come to do a questions and answers with you lot. Here she is. Say hello. There is about a 10 to 15 second delay between the video and the chat. So yeah. Anyway, listen, you lot. Can I just get a sound check from the subscribers? Can you all hear me? And can you all hear Star?
Cindy Carlson says, I hear both of you.
She hears both of us.
One person here says that. Hey, Star, you welcome. Nice to see you both.
Eileen Watt says, welcome to Monday Funday, Star.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, okay, fantastic. They can hear us both. So I'm just going to go off camera while we go through some questions and answers. If I feel like I need to talk, I'll switch cameras. But in the meantime, I'll just leave Star up. So anyway, hey, you guys. Right then, we're going to do some questions and answers. I can see that Conversa wants to ask a question. I can see that most of you do want to ask a question. So let's start firing away, and me and Star can give our opinions on whichever topic you throw at us. So pop up then, you lot. What do you want to know from us? These aren't live readings, by the way. These are just a Q&A. So anything about personal readings, can you just keep that to one side for half an hour while we do this?
What was the question?
It's all right. Just letting them know. It's all right. It's my bad. It's my bad, you lot. I didn't actually sort of address it as I probably should have. It's a Q&A between me and Star. It's not anything to do with the tarot. It's just asking questions about us, about the tarot, about anything spiritual, that kind of stuff. So if you can wait for your personal questions till after, thank you. Is Star back?
Okay. Are you going to be doing your live readings after?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some live readings as soon as we're done here. We'll go with this until 9 p.m. UK time. It's now 8:30. So awesome. There we go. The pennies started dropping.
I have to say, Kay, when you gave me that reading a couple weeks ago, blew me away. It was really awesome.
Do you know what? The reading that you gave me blew me away as well. Seriously. The thing is, though, right, let me just pull my son up while I tell my subs this. When Star actually started reading for me, I'd had a situation that was on my mind that weekend. And then as soon as she started going into it, she pulled up that exact same situation that had been on my mind. I was just in awe. It was amazing. So, yeah, thank you so much, Star.
And thank you, because your reading brought up some things I didn't even know were on my mind. You pulled them out of my subconscious.
Oh, and that tends to happen a lot. Ask most of my subs.
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay, Marcus has asked you a question. He says, what does your body go through when the spirit speaks to you? What's your take on that, Star?
Well, I think, Kay, you're a little bit more used to that type of energy. Myself, I kind of center myself, and it's a little bit painful sometimes when that kind of spiritual thing happens to me. It's kind of like I feel it because I'm an empath, so I feel it emotionally, and I can often feel it physically. That's why I tend to get very exhausted after extreme sessions like that.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree. It is extremely draining. And the thing is, I mean, for a start, it all depends on the energy of the spirit. If I get somebody in that's a spirit that's extremely distressed, because you tend to, especially if the newly spirits, if they've passed within a few years, they tend to be distressed. You know, we tend to be, you know, the first, any person who say clairaudient, medium, whatever, we tend to be the first port of call to get messages across to the living. And it does take its toll when we start getting distressed spirits coming through, when they're not quite at peace, when they do have unfinished business. I can tend to get headaches. I can tend to feel pressure in the room where the pressure drops, and it just feels heavy. So it's not so much, it's nothing that sort of hurts me. It's not painful. I mean, don't get me wrong, the headaches can be a right pain in the ass sometimes, but for the love of what I do, I put up with it. You know what I mean? And then obviously you tend to get spirit guides Again, energy levels and pressures, atmospheric pressures, they do tend to change. They can sort of, you can feel it. It's almost like, okay, let me explain it like this. When the weather changes from high pressure to low pressure, and you can kind of feel that foggy kind of atmosphere around you where you're not seeing clearly, you're not thinking clearly. You almost feel like you've got a mild headache. That's kind of how it is. That's exactly how it feels. It's an atmospheric pressure change is how it feels when we tend to get spirits coming in and doing that. The actual process of the spirit speaking to you doesn't hurt. It's their energy and their presence that sort of changes things. Do you know what I mean? What do you
totally agree. It's the energy for me, and that's why it can make my stomach and can give me a little bit of a foggy feeling and a lot of aching in my body and stuff. It's completely about energy.
Yeah, it is. It really is. That's the only thing it'll ever do to a physical human body. Yeah. To be fair, you probably feel this even if you didn't have that gift. You're in a house, you're not outside, and you're feeling that atmospheric change in pressure within a house. 9 times out of 10, you got a spirit around you. Right then, on to another question. I'm just going to take a look. How do you clear yourself from others' energies? I'm assuming after reading a tarot. Saga Varia has asked that one.
Cleansing myself is relatively easy because I do have the tools. Generally, meditation works for me. I don't use a lot of herbs and things like that. Some people do, but I have a little bit of sage. If the atmosphere feels particularly dense, I will use some sage. But other than that, I'm mainly clearing my own energy because energy tends to stick to me. So I clear it through meditation because, I've been doing meditation for a long time and it works the quickest. And
I do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. I really do the same because, don't get me wrong, I've got my crystals, especially my smoky quartz. If ever you sort of dabbling with things like the tarot and the other side, I'd most definitely recommend getting some smoky quartz. It is the best kind of protection that you can get. I don't care what anyone says on that one either. That is my protection level right there. But and it does work. It really does. But the same, I agree totally, Star. It's the meditation that's the key thing here, is to actually sort of meditate, get your guides in, help them clear your energies and things like that. Yeah, meditation key, absolutely key. Right, next question. Can you feel a rush of cold air when a spirit is around? Komal Meridia.
Sometimes I do, not often, but every once in a while, ice cold air I feel, but it's rare. It doesn't happen that often, just sometimes.
Yeah, I get that as well. I do. It's like, sorry, Star, carry on.
I just find that when that does happen, it's something I really need to pay attention to. And like I said, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it really gets my attention.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. It's usually when I'm sort of dealing with spirits that are very anxious, and it just feels like you sat there. I've got the heating on. I've got really good central heating in my house. I'm sat there doing reading, and all of a sudden, all down my leg, I just go absolutely cold to the touch. And I'm thinking, my heating's on full whack. Where the fuck has this come from? And then exactly, I know, I'll hear the spirit, and then I'll know, oh, it's you. You're the culprit. Thank you for that. Do you mind stepping back so that my leg can heat up now? Oh, dear. So, next question. Let me see. Okay, good one from Christy Stevens. Can you ladies please help me to differentiate between my fears and thoughts when doing a tarot reading for myself? I can read easily for others, just hard for myself. What's your take, Star?
Well, I do relate to that from back in the early days of me doing tarot. I was very confused. Now what I do is I make sure I clear my energy before doing readings, and I focus in just strictly on the readings and leave my own. But see, I have the tools because I've been working a lot with meditation and that to be able to do that. But back in the day when I first started, I did not know how to do that, and it was very confusing. I would just recommend somebody get into meditation and learn how to clear your own energy before entering into doing a reading for someone else.
Can I just ask, on that note, Star, what, I mean, everybody sort of knows my opinion when it comes to, and I'll explain it in a moment, but everyone knows my opinion when it comes to reading for yourself. Do you think that it's a good thing to do, or does it all depend on your energies at the time?
You know what, I totally get it, because the school of thought basically tells you never to read for yourself. However, I have done readings for myself, and I find bless you, with other readers as well, is that it's very hard to be objective when you're reading for yourself. That's the problem I find.
Yeah, I mean, I have the same issue. I mean, I sort of I always tell all my subscribers, I really don't recommend anyone sort of reading for themselves unless it's for practice, because we always tend to take a biased view. And I'll give you an example. For those that do have tarot cards, you'll totally understand where I'm coming from. If you've got a particular situation going on in your life and you're hoping for one possible outcome, and when I say one possible outcome, I basically mean if you've gone for a job interview and you're hoping for a positive answer, if you are hoping somebody from your past is going to come back, or if you're hoping a new relationship's going to work out, it's a yes or no kind of answer. Those are the kind of tarot readings that I don't recommend, for the simple fact that you take a biased view on it. You know, I've done it before. I'm cool. I'm the culprit to that. I've done it before. You'll throw a spread. You'll aim for 3 or 4 cards, and then you don't like the answer that's in front of you, and you're thinking, well, if I carry on, maybe I'll get the answer that I want. And then we carry on and carry on, and before we know it, we've used all the cards and still not got the answer we wanted. So it's just no point. There's just no point in doing it. I would always say either go to a friend, you know, go to another tarot reader, you know, somebody else, unless you're actually prepared to face the actual spread that you intended to lay out. Unless you're prepared to face it without carrying on adding to it in a biased view, then don't do it. You know, it's about being mature with your cards. That's what this is about, really.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I think as tarot readers, when we first started, we made all of those errors.
But, yeah, we do. I mean, I've made so many errors over the years, you know, but I always think, you know, you learn from your mistakes. That's what helps you grow.
How you learn, right?
It really is. So let's have a look at another question. When I do tarot readings for myself, how can I tell if a spirit is helping me? Because I can't feel presence around me. Komal again.
Well, for me, myself, because I'm more of a technical reader, I know what the cards mean. So I will just be reading it in a technical way. And if spirit happens to sort of jump in, I'll go with it. But sometimes it doesn't. When I'm reading, even for other people, sometimes it's just strictly about what I'm reading in the cards, and that's all there is to it. As a matter of fact, I was doing a reading for a fellow in Sweden last week, and he said to me, what is spirit telling you? I said, and I've done readings, he's a client of mine, so I've done a lot of readings for him. I said, this time, you know what, there is no extra messages. It's just strictly about what the cards are telling me.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, you have to bear in mind, when you go into a tarot reading and purchasing a tarot reading or doing a tarot reading for yourself, you have to keep reminding yourself, this is a tarot reading, not a psychic or medium reading. The amount of people I have to keep explaining that to is unreal. If a spirit wants to come through, they will come through. And I have enough subscribers that have had readings off me to say sometimes it does, but also sometimes it doesn't. And it's a simple case of, if you just want to hear from spirit, go to a medium. Stop wasting tarot reading time. However, I will always maintain, I pose the question to you, Komal, and to everybody else. What do you think backs the cards? What do you think delivers those messages in those cards? 9 times out of 10, you find it's your loved ones in the spirit world, or it's your own spirit guides. If you're not open enough, then no, you're not going to notice that they're there. No, you're not going to notice the energies changing and things like that. it's all about how open you are to that, you know what I mean? And it takes a lot of meditation and a lot of protection. You have to remember, when we start wanting spirit and spirit guides to come forward, if you're not protected, you don't know what you're letting in. So again, you know, there's a lot more to this than meets the eye. So if you're not comfortable doing it yourself, always go to a professional or go to spiritual churches and classes to, you know, gain more skills and learn to protect yourself. But in the meantime, when you are doing just a basic tarot reading, it will be your loved ones in the spirit worlds and your spirit guides that are delivering those messages, and it will be that, you know, protected in that way through your guides and through your loved ones. That's all tarot is. It's just messages from the other side. Kind of like a Ouija board, but it's more protected. I always say, don't touch a Ouija board.
You know what, Kay? Very well said. Thank you for that. That was a good way to explain it. I absolutely agree.
Yeah, I think it's the only way I really could. Because anyway, Jamarcus, my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Jamarcus says, do you take it personally when someone tells you a reading is inaccurate? How do you restore your confidence after negative feedback?
Well,
as if we get negative feedback. Go on,
that's
Star.
right, Marcus. We do not get negative feedback.
No, we can't do that now because we'll fucking jinx ourselves. No, seriously though, Star. Go on.
Well, basically, how I feel about it is when someone says, well, that's not really resonating for me, or so forth, I just basically feel like I'm not connecting with the person. That's really what it is. It doesn't really reflect upon me as a reader or them as a person. It's just we're not connecting, because you can't connect with every single human out there. Sometimes the energies are just going in opposite directions, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I have to agree with you. You know, it can be difficult, and it's like, fair enough. And not every tarot reader sort of is as spiritual as what me and Star Lordess are. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't make anybody else less of a tarot reader.
Right.
But I think that by embracing my spirituality, it enables me to take anything negative with a pinch of salt. And I think that that's just the way I handle things. I embrace the spirituality of the situation. Right. If spirit clearly does not want me to connect with this person, I am clearly not meant to read for this person. I mean, I have actually sort of watched another, I won't mention names, but I watched another tarot reader on YouTube who basically had a client that was waiting for a personal reading, and she came out, and she was right to say what she said, if I'm honest. She basically came out and said, well, if I haven't been able to send you your reading, you'll get it this week, but if I haven't been able to send it you over the last couple of days, you know, being a spiritualist, it is what it is. It's clearly not the time for you to receive that reading. And it's kind of like, I do tend to, when I do, to be fair, I go about it the other way, but she's right. You know, sometimes people just aren't prepared or ready to receive those kind of messages. So spirit will just put a blockade in the way and say, no, you're not connecting with this person today. And that can be for many, many reasons. Sometimes when I'm reading for somebody, for example, where I'm not humanly aware that they have psychological issues, again, spirit can come in and put a blockade in. Things like that. If they are mentally ill, if they are very, very high strung and emotional at the time they come for a reading, all that kind of stuff. If there's a block in the way, but I will never turn a client down. If I'm not connecting with them on the day for whatever reason, I will say to them, tell you what, we'll keep this slot open. Let's try this next week. The energies obviously aren't meshing well. We'll try again next week. Exactly. If it still doesn't work, I'll hand you a refund. You can go elsewhere. At least I offer, you know, and it's like Star would be the same. At least we'd make that offering. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, bless. Moon Lord. Just have to say, think you are both great readers. Thank you very much, Moon Lord.
I know who Moon Lord is.
Do you? I have no idea. Is he one of your subs?
I totally know who Moon Lord is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see my little ham is up here on the camera.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. So, you guys, do you have any more questions for us? We've still got 10 minutes to go. Okay, we have another one from Komal. He's, you know, this one's throwing out some decent questions today. When I read for others, as I'm shuffling cards, I feel like my energy comes out in them too. How do I pick on just the client's energy?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Again, like I said, I try to clear my own energy from the reading, and I set my mind and my intentions to only pick up on the other person. I don't think there's any way, honestly, to be 100% sure that you're not interjecting in there, but we can only do what we can do, right? We can do the best. And I don't know 100% that I'm not picking up on myself. I'm trying not to. And most of the times I don't think I do, because it's mostly feedback from other people where they're telling me that's exactly my situation. Even with close friends, I've had this happen where I know them very well and I know what they're going through, but I've said things to them that I thought was totally off and totally me. But it turns out that it was them. I just wasn't aware of that part of their life that was going on.
All right. Well, I mean, I completely agree with that. I think another bit of advice as well that I give to Komal is try meditating on your client before you see them. So, for example, say if somebody's booked you and you know you've got a few hours before you see that person, I would definitely sit down and meditate and try to absorb their energy. You know, having the image of that person there in your mind's eye, etc., etc. Really trying to cling on to their energy, inviting in their spirit guides, you know, to help you deliver the best messages for them, because all spirit guides will have their human's interest at heart, you know, best interest at heart. Yes. If you know, a good reader or even a good medium will always want to work with their spirit guides as well as your own to get the right messages across. I always say just try meditating first, and if you still keep finding that your energy is coming up in the cards and your client's saying that's not my situation,
right,
you know, after a few attempts, I would definitely knock it on the head and say, you know what, maybe I'm not the right tarot reader for you.
Exactly. That's
you have to be honest about this stuff, really, don't you?
I have to be really honest about this, is the fact that I feel so fortunate and so lucky that most of the people that reach out to me, there's such a bond, like almost instantly when I meet these people for the first time all over the world. And it's like I feel like I've known them forever, and I just know that they were guided towards me for a reason. And those people I have the greatest readings with.
Oh, God, yeah.
I feel so lucky in that way. It's like, wow, I'm just drawing the right people. It's very few and far between that I'm off with a client. Most of the time we just mesh like we've known each other forever.
Yeah, I tell you what, though. I mean, now listen, you lot. Right. I've read for many other signs. You know, I've read for Tabby Wabby a few times, and she's a Leo. You know, I've read for many others, you know, of all different signs. Sorry, I just pointed Tabby Wabby out because she's actually on the fucking screen. Well, there.
It's funny because I've seen Tabby Wabby on your channel many times before, and I have a niece called Tabby, and I always thought it was her, and she's a Leo.
Yeah,
and it's like, no, that's not Tabby Wabby, that's your Tabby.
Yeah, and it's like I've read for so many others. However, both me and Star being Scorpios, do not think that we read the Scorpios so well. I just think because Scorpios are the most psychic in the zodiac, we're the most open with each other. And if you sit down with a Scorpio reader and a Scorpio client, the energy, you can actually feel the energy flowing between, even if you come to cam. And it's like, it was the same when me and you read for each other, wasn't it, Star? Yep. And it was just, we could feel the energy flowing, and we kind of knew that each other was on track. It's like, yeah, Jamarcus is a Scorpio, and I'd read for him as well. It's like most of your clients are probably Scorpio as well, Star.
Absolutely.
Scorpios when it comes to all things spiritual.
Yeah. I have a lot of Scorpios, a lot of Pisces.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of Cancer clients, but Scorpio and Pisces big time, and Geminis. I got a lot of Geminis too.
Yeah, I mean, I get mainly Scorpios and Pisces again. Yeah, I get a lot of fire signs come to me as well. I do tend to read the fire signs quite well. I'm not sure why, but but I do. But I tell you something else as well. I get a lot of Taurians as well coming for readings. There are people coming to me inquiring about a Taurian, you know what I mean? And it's, again, I can kind of understand it because Taurus is our opposite in the zodiac. And obviously, you know, there is still that connection there between Scorpios and Taurus as well. So, yeah, we can still do that. It's ever so strange, though, isn't it?
And don't you have a Virgo moon?
I do, yes. Actually, yeah, I do have a Virgo. Virgo rising.
Oh, Virgo rising. Okay.
I'm Virgo rising, yeah. My moon's in Aquarius, actually, which is... Yeah, so I've got no fire in my chart, my immediate chart, as I'm aware of, literally. And, like, I still managed to attract all the chuffing fire signs for reading, but I love it. I love you lot.
That's it. Opposites attract, right?
Oh gosh, yeah, definitely, most definitely, yeah. So another, we'll do this as the last question then. Do you believe in cusp signs? I'm a Libra, but feel super intuitive because of all the Scorpio in my chart.
Do I believe in cusp signs?
Yeah, cusp signs.
Well, I have to believe in them because cusps technically exist. So yeah. I do believe in them, and I do believe it can make for a very unique character. I met quite a few cuspies in my life, and they're very interesting because I can watch them flip back and forth between the two signs. I've met a lot of Scorpio Sagittarius cusps. And they're Sagittarius one day and Scorpio the next, and they keep flip-flopping back and forth. And it's interesting considering the fact that Sagittarius and Scorpio are so different.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to watch them flip-flop.
Oh, wow. Oh, hey, Linda. Sorry, just noticed an old friend up there, Linda. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't really got much to say on cusps. I side with Star on this one. Cusps do exist, and I do think that if you are born on the cusp of 2 months, you will have strong traits from both signs of those months. That I totally side with Star on that one. So, yeah, anyway, you lot. Star, is there anything that you'd like to say before we love you and leave you?
Well, I would like to show you, we spoke briefly about the Patch Tarot.
Yes, please do introduce the deck.
Yes, it's a new deck called the Patch Tarot from Spirit Science. Okay, they are on YouTube. Anybody just punch in Spirit Science. They're huge. They've been on YouTube for a lot longer than I have been. But their new deck is absolutely gorgeous. This is the back side.
Wow, beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful? And the front, I think this is which card is this one? I don't know, Fool or the Magician or something?
Number 1, yeah, Formation.
Yeah.
Ace of Discs.
Oh, that's the Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Like, the artwork is absolutely gorgeous on this. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, it's all animation. There's pop culture references on everyone, too.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. There's a little booklet that comes with it as well. And you can order them online. I believe they're like $36 Canadian.
That's the whole package, actually, with all of this and the
with the whole
Would your friend like to come round on camera?
Yes, okay. We'll bring Aaron here.
Bring him in. Come on, everybody.
I was just looking at the deck there, too.
Well, he can.
Is it Aaron?
Yeah. Aaron is his name, yes.
Yes, everybody say hi to Aaron.
Hi. Yeah, no, yeah, it's my deck, and they have their website at spiritsciencecentral.com, I think, and you get a lot of really cool stuff on the whole thing. It comes with a book and like a whole bunch of information, and it's 36 Canadian bucks. So
seriously, I'm going to buy that deck. It looks lovely.
Not only that, in the little booklet, actually, Aaron's name, he's got credit in the booklet. Aaron
wow.
On there too. So yeah, it's really cool. Very, very cool. I would highly recommend this.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Seriously though, it's been such a pleasure having you and both of you on the live feed. Do you know what though, Star? When you get this sort of set up from your end, I would absolutely be honoured to do a double team on your channel.
Absolutely. Maybe we can figure out how to do the split screen by then.
Yeah, hopefully. I am going to do some more research on YouTube because this is just...
Well, thank you so much, Kay, for having me on here. This has been a blast.
Thank you for joining me. It's been absolutely marvelous.
And hopefully one day we can do it live in person together.
Yes, it would be amazing if we could. I would definitely endeavour to come out to Canada.
Okay.
All right, then. All right, thank you so much, Star, for joining us. Say bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. See you later, Kay.
Bye, Star. Right then, you guys. So that was absolutely amazing having Star join. I do apologise to you all that we couldn't figure out the split screen thing. I am literally... hang on. What's that? Oh, no, it's nothing. Sorry, you guys. Thought I saw something then. So, yeah, anyway... absolutely amazing having Star, but I'm still here because I'm still going to throw some cards around for you guys as usual. Before I get started though, I'm going to roll a fag. Nothing's changed, just saying, but yeah, I'm still here. Hello Lucy, my darling, how are you? You'll have to excuse me, you guys. And I noticed it earlier on. I'd got this right tickly cough, and it just won't go. I've been trying to like hold it in and stuff. I can't get rid of it. It's doing my bloody head in. Oh dear. So anyway, you guys, yeah, stay tuned because obviously now I'm going to start throwing some cards around for you. Like we'll do Monday Fun Day as usual. Angela, my wonderful spirit guide, is raring to go. I'm just going to have a quick cig first. Chill my son out, and then I'm ready to read. So, yeah, I am not in the slightest conventional. I'm still quite happy to sit live on camera and smoke a fag. That's how I roll, baby. So, before I get stuck into my readings, I do just want to, while I have this thing, I can just have a chit chat with you all about the competition. Because yes, I've released another competition. I know that a few of you have been waiting for another one to come up, so I thought, fuck it, let's do it for this week. So that's exactly what I've done. So basically, it's attached to the one question readings again. Anybody who purchases one question reading gets an entry at no extra cost. So it's £5 for the one question reading, and that's it. Then you also get your entry attached to it as well. The one question readings are a knockoff from Monday Fun Day. So when I do Monday Fun Day, I read for randomers, you know, one question reading live on air. It's exactly the same as that, except it's all done through email. Okay. And it's you get a photo of the spread, written report on what I'm seeing. It'd be no different to as I'm talking to you now. I do tend to sometimes swear in my emails as well. So if you like authenticity and no templates, that's me. I'm your girl. But yeah, so that's how it works. And obviously, along with that reading, you receive like a ticket entry into the draw. The winner gets an hour worth £50. And the draw is on Sunday, the 22nd. I'll do it live on my channel like I did last time. No difference. It'll be the same as last time, except there'll just be one winner this time. Thanks, Tabby. I will swear all I want. So yeah, that's the competition for this week. But I hated doing, because obviously when I did the the video for the competition, I found myself having to put on the end of it, this is not a free, fully free competition. You have to purchase the 1 question reading in order to get the ticket, you know, because I have to say that because obviously last time I did, it was a little bit confusing. People just thought they had to email me and I'll give them an entry. Hey, ball rolling across the screen right now. Yeah. So yeah, I had to. So as petty as it all sounds, I had to. It's got to be fair, hasn't it? It's got to be fair. And you get your question answered in the meantime, and then the winner can have an hour. It's the draws on Sunday, and I will arrange to perform the reading by Monday. So unless you, and you can have it live 1-to-1 over Skype, or this is the hourly reading. Obviously, the 1 question readings are through email, but the hourly reading, the winner can either have it through live 1-to-1 through Skype or Facebook Messenger, Google Hangouts, whatever you want, or if they just send me what they want me to look into, what I want me to roll with it, I can do a pre-recording video and email that to them. It's up to the winner. It's definitely up to the winner. But you've all got until Sunday to get your entries in. Once I've done the live draw, that'll be it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll come on live about half an hour before I do the draw and just sort of tell everyone, don't buy no more. That's it now. You know what I mean? Oh dear. I'd rather be told like it is than to leave stuff out. Well, yeah, that's how I am, Michelle. That's how I've always been. So I always say to people, you know, you're all right coming to a tarot reader. Fair enough, we can try and get some of your questions answered. But if tarot wants to come through and tell you what you need to know first, you're going to listen. You know, that's the thing, isn't it? We're not miracle workers. We are pretty much fucking postmen for the spirit world. Oh dear, sorry, I have to laugh and joke. You know what I'm like, I'm a piss taking get. That's just how I am. It was lovely having Star on though, wasn't it? Oh god, it's so lovely. I really enjoyed having her there, and I know I had to keep flitting between the screens, but I hope that for you guys it worked, you know what I mean? And obviously for next time I will figure out how we can just split the fucking screens. That'll be just so much easier. If you can like see us both interacting at the same time, do you know what I mean? I mean, this was no hassle, you know, clicking between screens, but it would be better to have us just both there, do you know? Alex, you must have had like 1,000 emails. I wish. I've had a few. A few. Anyway, you lot, finish this fag, then I'll get my cards. And we'll get rolling. Because I'm only doing about half an hour for you guys. I'll only have time to fit 3 of you in. But, you know, I really did want Star to come on one of these Monday Fundays. And we've been talking about it for a while, wanting to do this. So, you know, for this week, you're just going to have to settle for just 3 of you. And yes, it was so worth it. Absolute darling that woman is. Right then. So this is how Monday Funday works for the newbies. When I tell you to pop up, all I need off you is your sun sign and your question. That is it. And my spirit guide, Angela, as I'm reading through comments, she prompts me in her own little ways to which person that I need to be reading for. Okay. So I'm going to do 3 of you today, and then we'll leave it at that. And obviously next week we'll go back to normal, and I'll have a full hour where I can fit like 5 or 6 of you in. So again, all I need is your sun sign and your question, or you can tell me to roll with it. And whoever gets pulled up gets pulled up. Anybody else, if you feel left out, you can always take advantage of the one question reading and get an entry into a free into a prize draw attached to the one question reading. So I have to be careful what I'm saying. You know, or you can wait till next week to see if you get chosen next week. So all of you, do not go sending me super chats in the hope that you're going to get picked. It don't work like that. If you want to send a super chat as appreciation for the reading you may receive today, then that's fine. But no, you can't send a super chat thinking you're going to get read for like that. It don't work like that. It's free at the point of service. So, Angela, we're ready. Okay, then you lot pop up. Let's have you. Sun sign, question, or tell me to roll with it. Let's see you. So there is a bit of a few seconds delay. So okay. Yeah, Christy Stevens, Aries, roll with it. Okay. Christy Stevens, Aries. Christy Stevens, Aries. Linda, I have to read for you next. Sorry, I just heard that. Are you there, Linda? Right, Christy Stevens, Aries. Christy Stevens. What messages do you have for Christy Stevens? What messages do you have for Christy Stevens? Okay, I've got the Fool, which is ruled by Aries. There's your card, Christy. The Eight of Pentacles reversed. The World reversed. Nine of Cups reversed. Seven of Swords. Ouch. The Hermit reverse. Right. I can look at this one two different ways, Christy. Obviously the chat is slow today because I'm using my laptop as opposed to my phone. Usually when I go live on my phone, I can see the chat relatively fast as I'm sort of live, but there is about a 10 to 15 second delay on this. So anyway, I'm just going to have to sort of go with what I've got in front of me. Christy, I've got something new here, okay, that you were embarking on. But the problem is we're not quite where we should be, because obviously the World is the last card in the Major Arcana. The Fool is the start of, you know, the Major Arcana. It's like the Magician is the next one down, manifestation. So I see the Fool as that initial idea of needing to start afresh, of needing to do something new. But we're putting little effort here, little effort into this new, it could be a relationship, it could be a work project. It's just something new, very fresh that's in your life that you're wanting to embark on. But again, you're actually not being up to now making any steps in order to make it a reality. And situations from the past still aren't quite over for you. But what I've actually sort of got coming towards you here is realization that you've been dealing with some sneaky shit behavior. Okay, this is sort of like, you know, the sneaky guy, you know, sneaks off, doesn't confront what's supposed to be confronting, runs away, the coward, you know what I mean? Also sneaky piece of shit if you're concerned about somebody who's up to no good. And this lack of emotional fulfillment is still very much real for you. The Hermit's reversed here, so this is a simple case of needing to fully decide what you need to do in order to get over this and move forward. I feel like I just want to put it out there. If you are either seeing somebody new or you are wanting to meet somebody new after dealing with somebody who messed you around, the onus is on you to be able to put yourself in a better position to have a relationship. So I kind of want to say, because I pulled this card for you, this could be the one. And I'm sort of wondering here if I'm looking at a situation where maybe you are dating somebody or you're seeing somebody and you're not quite sure if they're the one because maybe you hung up on somebody else, or you think the person from the past was the one. Whichever context we look at this whole reading is just screaming out that it's time that you moved on now, sweetheart. If you want things to get better, the only way that things can get better is if we start applying some effort and steps in, taking the right steps in order to make the situation better. Because we do still have this wanting to do this very new thing that you're dying to do, but we're still not quite at the end of the journey with something else. That's kind of what I'm looking at there, if you know what I mean. So I'll leave that there then, darling. Right, I'm moving on. Pop up. Okay, pop up then, you lot. Oh no, sorry, it's not pop up. I've got to read for Linda. Sorry, you guys. No, I have. Sorry, literally just as I was shuffling for Christy, I heard Linda and I was like, right, okay, I've got to speak to Linda. So that's what I'm doing now. I've got to speak to Linda. All right, what messages do you have for Linda Gallagher, Scorpio female? What messages do you have for Linda Gallagher? Oh, hello, Elaine. What messages do you have for Linda Gallagher, Scorpio female? What messages do you have for this lady? You're welcome, Christy. Linda. Right. Okay, 5 of Swords reversed. 7 of Cups. The 3 of Swords reversed. The 9 of Cups. One more. What's that? The Devil reversed. Linda, why do I get a feeling that you're not surprised to see this? I haven't spoke to you for so long. I've no idea what's going on. So, Linda, yeah, I didn't think you'd be surprised. Even though you're confused, or are you, no, this is because you're confused. I want to say with this, in the upright, this is fighting a losing battle, so you walk away. In the reverse, this is kind of like something could be worth the fight. But with the 7 of Cups, I'm thinking this is what's going on in your head. Like you think something's worth the fight, but the 7 of Cups is coming in to say this is confusion. And 3 of Swords reversed. We're trying to get over. I want to say somebody's deceived you in some way. You've been seeing somebody lately who's been fucking you about. I've got finances and career come up as well. Has this got anything to do with your finances or theirs? I don't know. I just feel like it might not even be a third party situation. This is just somebody who's been messing you about, and I'm wondering if it's to do with money. Sorry, before I start talking about this devil, I just want to see if that 9 of Cups, I feel like this is ignorance is bliss. That's the feeling I get from that card. Like the cards that I've got in front of me is not sure. I'm really confused. Maybe a relationship. Okay, are they telling? All right, are they a bit of a workaholic? That could be the case. You know, because there's such a delay on the chart, I'm just gonna have to sort of really roll with this and throw out sort of different things that it could be. So basically, I've got this deception here. Okay, so somebody could. I'm wondering if you think somebody's deceiving you because they are maybe away a lot working, or they put work before you. And I'm wondering if this deception is you getting suspicious of them. And it's like you've been hurt in the past, you don't want to be hurt anymore. And it's like, but we can't shake this feeling of you're still friends with benefits with the Gemini. So yeah. Bloody hell. And obviously he's not offering commitment. I get a feeling like, again, with the 9 of Cups, ignorance is bliss. I think that it's one of them situations where you just sort of comfortably happy to know that you've still got this little thing going on, even though it's not progressing up to now. I mean, I hope you don't mind me saying so. Right, yeah, I'm on the right track then. I hope you don't mind me saying this, Linda, but I mean, I read for you, when was it? Last year? About this Gemini guy, and obviously this friends with benefits thing is still ongoing. The thing is, you guys will always keep coming back together because you do happen to actually give each other this emotional fulfillment. So yeah, you guys will always keep coming back together. However, I think what Spirit's highlighting now is the fact that it's beginning to beg the question of when are you going to put him on the spot? When are you comfortable to put him on the spot? Because it's been going on for a while. And it's like, even when I've read for you before, I've said, oh yeah, you know, you'll fall out, it'll come back, you'll fall out, it'll come back. And it's always been really, really hard to sort of see a solid relationship. It's always sort of been possibilities. And I think that it's gotten to the point now where he's just had a cancer diagnosis as well. Bloody hell. I think it's getting to the point now where you guys do need to have that talk about taking this to the next level, because it's gone on long enough. That's my point, Linda. It's gone on long enough. And I think that sometimes you do keep your mouth shut when you do start thinking about wanting more commitment and stuff, just to keep the peace. I think because he's been putting work before you at the minute, it's almost like, well, how much thinner does the thread have to get before he cuts me off completely? The devil's coming in to sort of say this situation could turn extremely toxic if you're not careful. So sounds like something needs to be nipped in the bud pretty quick. And especially, like you say, if he's got this cancer diagnosis now, I think it would be beneficial for him to know that he does have your support should he want it. But I also think that you guys, you know, need to have the talk about, you know what, we've been doing this for over a year. Exactly. You can't stay away from each other. this cancer diagnosis is proving that life is too short. Can you guys not get it, you know, get a grip and get it together and actually sort of make it work? I think this whole thing with being afraid of commitment has kind of gone past the point where it's gone past the point of being a joke, if I'm honest, Linda. Not on your part, darling, on his. And I think you need to tell him this now. I think now's the time for you to put your foot down with him and you know, do it in a way that he's going to understand. Being a Gemini, you kind of have to dumb things down a bit for him sometimes. Emotionally, I mean. Oh my God, Geminis, don't rip me to fucking shreds, please. I mean, emotionally. I think you're just going to have to, you know, keep going with it and sort of push him and start applying the pressure now. You know, I mean, anybody else, you know, Scorpio's intensity can be really, really like, you know, full on. But at the same time, when you've been seeing somebody for over a year and it's still not moving forward, then I kind of sit here and think, you know what? Scorpio, go unleash that fucking intensity. I think you deserve to now. Just keep reminding him that you love him and that life's too short. And this diagnosis really, really, really highlights the fact that, you know, life's too short to continue after a year with a fling. If he can't stay away from you, he won't want to lose you. That's why I say, fuck it, put him on the spot, Linda, and have some fun with that. I wish you all the best of luck. I don't know whether to say you might need it or not. Put your foot down, release the fucking scorpionic intensity. He won't know what's fucking hit him because he won't do it first. Right then, you guys, I've got time for one more. One more. So, Hodgkins, oh, good God. Linda, oh, it's awful. I hope he's all right. All I need from you guys is your sun sign and a question, or tell me to roll with it. Dave Coles, hello. Is it me you're looking for? 'Cause I wonder where you are, and I wonder what you do. Are you somewhere feeling lonely? Or is someone loving you? I'm sorry. I read the text, so I'm like, let's bust into a song. Fuck it. Oh, God. Apologies, you lot. I just had to. I just fucking had to. How can I not? It'd be rude not to. Right, then. You're welcome, Linda. Oh, dear. Right, let me see. Boom. Star the Oracle. Yeah, you're a Scorpio. Do you go with the Pisces X or the Aries who wants to marry you? Who wanted to marry you yesterday? Okay. So we have a Pisces choice between a Pisces X and an Aries who wants to marry you. Okay. Star the Oracle. Scorpio. Who do they choose? The Pisces or the Aries? Can we get some insight and guidance on this, please? I like everybody's mood. I like everybody having a laugh at my expense. It's fine. I am a funny fucker. All right, Star the Oracle. Tell me how when you're... I can't fucking sing for shit. For I haven't got a clue. Let me start by saying... Take it away, subs. I love you. Oh, dear. Star the Oracle. Does she choose the... I love you too, Christy. I love you too, Dave. I love you too, Linda. We always have a laugh on here. Right, just choose the Pisces or the Aries. Okay, I've got jumpers left, right, and centre here. Oh my God, just a minute. I love you, Tubby. I love you, Cindy. Oh dear. We're sharing the love tonight. Can you feel the love tonight? Da, 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 da. No, I've got to stop it. Way too much. Too far? Too far? Yeah. All right. Aha, I've got a split pile. One for the Pisces, one for the Aries. Star the Oracle. We're going to get you sorted. Don't worry. I have the answer. I have all the answers. Now, the Pisces X. Dead simple. Dead simple. Didn't really put any effort into the relationship. He's only giving up now because it's that old saying, you don't know what you've got until it's gone. Actually, no, let me strike that. This is more about if he can't have you, don't want anyone else to have you. He's not really prepared to give you what you deserve, and he's not prepared to manifest a relationship. This is more out of jealousy, the reason why he is fluttering around. So we have the retreat card here. Okay, it's time to disconnect. Now, as far as the Aries goes, that actually wants to marry you, I'm going to say, up until a misdemeanor, the feelings were mutual between you guys, and I still think they are. Temperance usually means mutual feelings, and the Ace of Wands is there. This has a lot of passion with this Aries. The problem was, I do see you maybe thinking that he's done something that he actually hasn't, or for some strange reason, you're suspicious of the Aries. The Sun is in the reverse. This guy doesn't know where he stands with you. And I don't think you know where you stand with him either. And I think that maybe the Seven of Swords usually indicates like an accusation that's not warranted. You know what I mean? Like you think that they've done something that they actually haven't, or it's not quite what you think it is. You know what I mean? But neither one of you know where you stand with each other, but there is still feelings there between you and the Aries. So, and then I pulled these on top of the Aries. I kind of feel like it's self-explanatory right there, considering he asked you to marry him yesterday. I'm just saying. Yes, you know what I mean. I think the Pisces is in the past, and I think that's exactly where you should leave him, in the past. I think this is one of those moments for the foot bucket, you guys. Don't you agree? Yeah, total foot bucket moment with the Pisces. But the Aries, on the other hand, I think that you should give him more credit than you actually do, because this guy really fucking loves you. Okay? And then, you know, that soulmate card. Fuck me. That's a cert for me. Seriously. So, anywho, I will leave it there then. It's been a pleasure, you lot. I wish you all the luck in the world, Star the Oracle and everybody else that I've read for today. And massive thank you to Star Lordess Tarot, who joined me earlier for a questions and answer chat. Here she is. She's popped up. It was absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And we've had a bit of a sing-song in the process. Well, you know, it's been good. It's been good. Which card do I consider to be a soulmate card? If it's not the actual soulmate card in the romance angels, then it's the Six of Cups. But I think the Lovers can also be a soulmate card if it's surrounded by positive cups as well, especially the Ace of Cups. But anyway, you guys, yeah, it's been fun as always, hasn't it? And we're definitely going to do things like this more often. It'd be nice to have Star Lordess back as well. We're going to try, if we can like figure out how to do split screen, I think we're going to get in touch with Tyler. Come on, Tyler, you know you wanna. You know you wanna. That'd be hilarious, getting all three of us going. But yeah, it's been absolutely wonderful having Star in. But we have big plans, important plans. Big plans. So yes. Yes, she was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, and you lot, I'm going to shoot. I wish you lots and lots of love. If you want to book a 1-question reading, I'll tell you what, before I go, because I can do this now because I'm using separate, so I can actually do this now. I can type it in the chat, because Clive's nowhere to be fucking seen today. Clive, where you gone? Where you gone? PayPal.me/ Hey loves tarot /5. There you go, you guys. If you want a 1-question reading and you want to get your entry into the prize draw, there it is. There's the link. Click it. All I need from you is your sun sign, email address, and question, or tell me to roll with it, in the box at checkout. Yeah? You'll get it within 24 hours, and you'll also receive your entry into the prize draw, which will be drawn on Sunday. So, good luck, everyone, for that. And I will be popping up the fire and air sign love spreads this week. Right, and you lot, lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Mwah.